In this first position, we're gonna just prevent how to deal with the stack pass. Okay, so we're gonna protect ourselves and not allow our opponent to get this stack. Okay, every time you have your back on the floor, your opponent can go for this stack, just like so. Okay, you cannot let their knees pass the line of your hips. Okay, this is very important. Every time that you get the underhooks and then you start bringing your knees close to your chest, it's easier for him to reach your collars. Okay, so that's one thing you need to not let your opponent to do. Okay, so every time he tries to go for the stack here, I need to keep my legs away. I stiffen my legs like this. Okay, but at the same time when I stiff, it's kind of like easy for him to just like shake me to the side like this. Okay, so you need to control his hands as well. So control his sleeves. Okay, and keep your legs down low. Okay, if your heels touch the mat, great. Okay, so he stretch the leg. So he's gonna try to come closer and closer to me. I need to use my head on the floor and I need to start walk with my shoulders back. So every time that Jonathan's try to go closer, I start working like this. Okay, so I need to move and work with the crown of my head on the floor. Okay, it's very, very important. When he tries to come, you put your head on the floor and you lift your shoulders off the mat. Okay, in the meantime here, you cannot be just like that. Okay, I don't like to accept my opponent of stacking me. I see a lot of fighters, like sometimes they go for the stack, just stand up, Jones. And they accept, they put their toes on the mat like this. So don't accept that, because this is something that the stacker will love to be. Okay, he loves to be here on top when I'm doing that. All right, so it's very, very important to keep my knees stiffen, my hips actually like stiffen, and keep my legs out. So when he comes here, I just do that. Okay, so now when you start moving forward, I'm gonna use my head on the floor, and now I will have a momentum here. Okay, every time he tries to go for the stack here, I'm gonna move my leg inside. Okay, don't try to put your foot inside, because sometimes he closes his elbows and he's super tight. So just make sure that this knee here doesn't come this way, because if you come this way, he's gonna grab your collar. All right, so keep your knee open like this. Okay, and use your head on the floor. Johnson keep trying to fight here. I start sliding back, and then I pulse my left foot right on his shoulder right here, like between the shoulder and the arm. Okay, so now I start pushing and I get space to put this hook inside. Once I put this hook inside, that's what I want. So he can't stack me anymore. Keep holding my pins, Jones. Even if you keep holding the pins, you can push him out. Now you can have two options here. You can go with this shin to shin guard, okay, which is a frame that you build here, and you can use a sweep here. But this sweep sometimes doesn't work, okay, because your opponent is maybe heavier than you. All right, so you just try to like find a space, putting your foot right close to him. Don't keep your foot here, because then also he can grab your belt and trap your shin here. Okay, so I put my shin here, so that way he cannot trap my shin. So he's gonna try to keep passing. I use my hand on the floor, go away, passing my foot, my right foot that's under me, under the top leg, to the other side. Now I have him between my legs. Okay, that's the first exercise, just to prevent your opponent to get this stack. So he can get this stack when you have the knees on the floor here, or stand up, Jonatas. Also when I'm playing like De La Riva guard, I'm playing De La Riva guard. So I'm here, and then he can go for the stack right here. As he goes, I grab here. Okay, and here's the same thing. He's gonna try to lift my hips up like this. Okay, I work with my head on the floor, lift my hips up like this. So I'm gonna pass my leg here, slide out. You see how I slide like this? Okay, I give this example. It's just like a wheelbarrow. Okay, you know, like the wheelbarrow has like two wheels on this side and one wheel here. So one wheel here. So every time that he tried to go here, try to stack me, I use my head on the floor. Now I push his shoulder. Okay, bring my foot to the other side, and then I go for the protection here. I put my foot inside. So from here I can start working on the La Riva, close the guard if you drop the knees on the floor, or even attack a triangle. You know, sometimes in the meantime I can shoot a triangle here. Okay, one more time. So I'm here, I go for the stack, like that, I'll grab. Okay, so he lifted me here, see? So don't try to put your foot on the floor, okay? So that's not good for you. So make sure you keep your legs out right here. And now look, you're gonna bring this leg around his head. You can even like sometimes put on his throat right here, okay? Because when you start putting the weight down, he's gonna choke himself. This is gonna be really hard on his neck, okay? And then you can, this foot here. Push, recover the guard. Now you can shoot a triangle here if you want, and then start setting up a nice triangle, okay? Another way that your opponent maybe try to stack you, put your knees on the floor. And this happens a lot, is when you're like a little bit sideways and you have one hand on the collar, okay? And then your opponent will try to just go with one side like this. And right away, he's gonna put this leg on top, put this leg on top like this, and then he's gonna try to grab my collar here. He's gonna try to run to my side here on this way, or he's gonna try to pass to the other side as over under or long stack, okay? So that happens a lot. As soon as he goes here, same thing. Keep my knee in the same line of my hips and then push him hard, okay? So right here. So when he tries to like pass, I can grab the collar, but I'll need to let go of the collar in a right and quick momentum, okay? Just like that, okay? Opening my knee. I can push with this hand on my knee as well. So try to pass on. If you keep walking to this side, I can put this foot on his biceps. Okay, and then with the bottom leg, I cross all the way around here, okay, to protect him to pass this way. If he tries to go to the other side, he's not gonna succeed. If he tries to go to my back, I'll keep